This is actually a part of Polkadot Hackathon Global Series. And as you see on the screen, the next stop will happen in the North American region. So what to expect at the hackathon? It's really a 6 weeks of hacking. And this time round, a little bit different from what we have done for the APAC edition, is to introduce 5 categories for you to really work on and target based on your area of expertise and to submit your projects. This time around, what we're trying to do is, apart from just focusing on you utilizing Substrate and building on Substrate, what we're trying to do here is to expand what you could actually work on. And with that, we have also included pretty much quite a number of ecosystem teams who have actually submitted their own challenges, which you can utilize to integrate to the main project that you're going to work on, depending on the categories that you've actually picked up as well. So there's lots of networking opportunities that the team over here have actually worked hard to kind of plan out to ensure that you get the best out of this 6 weeks that you're with us for the hackathon. Lots of mentor office hours with a wide variety of mentors with different expertise who will be guiding you along with lots of various workshops that are organized by the different ecosystem teams. And really, there's one opportunity for us to kind of meet in person as well, which I'll touch on a little bit later on as well. So as mentioned previously, for the hackathon, really 5 categories that you can look at for participation. And the first one that you can look at will really be the interfaces and experiences. The idea here is really on building UI and UX fundamentals, especially for those who are looking at gaining different experiences to build a wide variety of interfaces and user experience that the chain in itself can adopt. Next is really on discovering the breadth of DAO functionality and governance mechanism. Over here, it's really about exploring different ideas, including creation of new DAOs and necessary tooling that can be involved in this development process. And the third category to really look at would be the various types of toolings and application that actually can be used to expand Web3. The idea here is really for those who are interested in building a better web, can explore use cases for open source technologies to run peer-to-peer networks, for example. The other 2 categories will be pretty much straightforward. It's really focusing on DeFi and NFTs, which is something that's really much more talked about in the Web3 space. And with all these 5 categories, it is really lots of opportunity for you to explore based on your own expertise, based on your current knowledge that you have in terms of building, be it using Solidity and all the other languages that you are good at. But on top of this, what we have done for the hackathon, apart from the main categories that you can be working on, it's introducing what we call a ecosystem teams challenges. These challenges essentially are bounties that you can take on to integrate onto your main project. So there's really lots of combination that you can really look at while you're building for an interface and experience category. For example, you can really look at integrating one or more ecosystem team challenges, of which then your submission will actually be up for the various bounties that you can look at as well. I'm not going to go through in details what these bounties are, but essentially we have ecosystem teams from Akala, A-Star, Bitfrost, Crust Network, Equilibrium, Ice Network, Interlay, Fala Network, Substrate, Robonomics, RMRK, Unique Network, Zgist, Subquery. And this time around, we have also one where a couple of ecosystem teams have actually come together collaboratively to introduce a bounty that you can kind of take on, which is Subquery, Moonbeam, Akala, and Hydra DX as well. So Lots are at stake. We have, as of today, 583,000 USD up for grabs in terms of the total prize pool. And it is still kind of growing as we are accepting a few more ecosystem teams that will be contributing the challenge as well. So there's really a lot in terms of prize money that you can really look forward to when it comes to your project submissions. And there are really a lots of different combinations that you can really look at in terms of the types of ideas and projects you can submit for the hackathon in itself. So for the main category prizes, and this is actually funded by the Polkadot Treasury, we will actually select a overall winner, walking away with a grand prize of 30,000 USD, along with Hackathon Swag Box and discount for Substrate Runtime Academy. For each category as well, we will also be announcing a first, second, and third place winner. Each team will be walking away with 20,000, 15,000, and 10,000 USD respectively as well. One of the interesting award that we are also be introducing, and that's where everyone out there, be it you participate in a hackathon or not, do have the power to decide which are the ideas that you think is the best. And we will actually be awarding 3 teams with a community choice award, where each of the teams will be awarded with 5,000 USD, Hackathon Swag Box, and similarly are entitled for discount for the Substrate Runtime Academy as well. The ecosystem team challenges are of varied amounts. And for each of these ecosystem teams challenge, there are slightly varied submission items that you have to add on to the main criteria that will be stated in your participant guide, which you will receive the moment you have actually registered for the hackathon. Do reach out to the ecosystem teams accordingly, and they are actually available on the Polkadot Discord server, where you can check in with any of the mentors from each of the ecosystem teams to kind of find out more in details the actual payout in terms of the bounties that you have actually worked on, or similarly any of the help that you need to get along to work on your projects along the way as well. So this prize pool, it's really growing day-to-day basis, and we are looking at a huge number of prizes that you can really look at when participating at this hackathon.